What's up, everybody? Now today is gonna be a different video. Usually I be having like clip videos, not necessarily clips, but like games, edited videos. But this video gonna be a little bit different. Today I'm going to be ranking every Fortnite season with everything into count. Like the battle pass goes into it a little bit, but mainly it's just gonna be like season gameplay wise and like what was going on during the season. This is just my personal opinion, so please, nobody, don't judge me for if I place your favorite season at the bottom. So, but I'm gonna give you a reasoning why I rank that season where it is, and yeah. Alright, so let's start the list with obviously the worst season ever. Now, if your brain, I swear, you're stupid if you say that it's not the worst season. Season 10 is by far my least favorite season. The Battle Pass was actually pretty good. And I'm not gonna cap, it had a super good end event, the Black Hole event. But everything else about the season, what was good? Now, let me just go to the minor things first. Not really not no minor things. But I guess the minor things like the map changes, like with Tilted Town and like what is it called, Musty Palms or whatever, like when you taco time, all of that stupid stuff. Like who likes that? Nobody. But by far the worst thing that this season had was mechs. They removed it towards the end of the season, but whatever. Mechs trash. Also, I think they added junk rifts this season. That was kind of overpowered. And like I swear, like the season was just bad. But definitely the most highlighted things this season was Tilted Town and mechs. Horrible, just horrible. Never want to go back to this season. I think season 10 was like the worst time to play, and I feel like that was the first time that Fortnite was like, kind of like dying down. Like that's the first real season that I think Fortnite started to die down. Alright, now next season is season 1. Now I know, to be absolutely honest with you, I did not play a lot of season 1, but if you just look at season 1, it was just you can't cap. Nothing was going on. Fortnite just started. It was a good game back in the day, but come on. Who in their mom, like, who would say if you could play Fortnite, would play Fortnite again in season 1? Like, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to play no Fortnite like season 2. I wouldn't want to play season 2 as well. Like, I'll probably like skip up to season 3 or something. But I wouldn't want to play season 1 for sure. This is the only season that doesn't have a battle pass as well. Obviously I have some of the, I guess, the rare skins in the game, like Recon Expert and Renegade Raider. Those are some skins that probably will never ever come back to Fortnite. And I hope it doesn't. I want them to keep their skins, because if it does come back to Fortnite, they'd be like, oh, I'm an OG now. But really you're not, because everybody's gonna buy the skins. But I'm not saying that season 1 bad, but nothing was going on in season 1 for real. I don't think it was an event. But yeah, again, nothing was really going on. So let's move on. Now, season 6. Let's talk about season 6. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but me, this is like the first time I took a break on Fortnite. I think I took like a 3-week break, which is, I don't know, it might not be super long for some people, but that was pretty long for me at the time. And also season 6 was Halloween themed, if I'm not mistaken. In it had a decent battle pass. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best battle pass. But here goes why I didn't like it. Now, first thing is Fortnite mirrors, zombies. That was the first season that added zombies. Now season 7 did have zombies as well, but I feel like oh my god. Alright guys, I'm sorry for that little cut, like little like voice cut right there. Don't worry, one of my friends called me, but you don't have to worry about that. But where'd I left off? Season 6. So where'd I left off? Fortnite mirrors, I think, or something like that. But had a decent battle pass. The cube event. Almost forgot about the cube event. That was probably one of my it's one of my, I'm not gonna cap the cube event, like the second cube event, it wasn't one of my favorite events. Like it was alright event. I liked it at the time, but like I feel like after like you keep on watching and watching the cube event, like it's not that good of an event. Like it's alright. It was like it only added like made Loot Lake better as well. And Loot Lake was alright. Like I think season 6 Loot Lake was probably my favorite Loot Lake as well. And then they made it like, with like rainbow and grassy and all that stuff. It had more loot, but still, like, I don't know. I really didn't like that type of Loot Lake. But I think that was the only real map change of the season as well. Like, season 6 will have a lot of map changes. Obviously, at the Cube Island. But what else? What else did they have? Like, really nothing else. Season 6 didn't have nothing going on. But it was still, again, had a good battle pass, decent battle pass. I'm not saying, like, I know it's unpopular opinion, but please, guys, don't get mad at me. I just didn't really like it like that. Alright, now let's move on to Chapter 2, Season 1. Now, Chapter 2, Season 1 is probably, started off good. I don't like the battle pass at all. One of my least favorite battle passes. That's the first thing. And second thing, it started off good. Obviously, the map changed after one of the biggest events in history. The freaking whatever event, the freaking meteor. I mean, the freaking black hole event, whatever y'all want to call it. But it started off good. After time kept on going on, we like, okay, what's going on? Obviously, this is a season that removed patch notes. Obviously, this is a season that they just stopped doing stuff. Competitive got worse. They stopped giving people money, and just everything was just going like downhill as the season went on. Now, I guess the biggest complaint of last season just the little content, like nothing was going on last season. Nobody was like Fortnite wasn't doing nothing. They only added the harpoon gun and the AK, I think. I don't think they added nothing else. Harpoon gun, they added the AK back, technically. The AK was already in the game. So the only new thing that they added to last season was the harpoon, really the harpoon gun. But, again, I didn't like the battle pass. Not the worst battle pass. I'll tell y'all my least favorite battle pass later. It's not the worst battle pass, but one of the worst battle passes. But let me think. I don't think it's nothing else to complain. Like, it was just boring. It was just boring. I'm not saying it was horrible. I'm not like, it wasn't the worst season ever. It was just nothing going on. Like, they stretched it out like 5 months, the longest season ever. Literally almost a half a year. I don't want to be in a season for a half a year. Who wants to be in one season for half a year in this game? Nobody. Nobody and their mama will like to be in the exact same thing, doing the exact same thing with barely no content for 5 months. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, another thing was season 1. This is my longest break. I took I played the beginning of season 1, but the game started getting boring to me, so I didn't play like for 2 months. Then I got back on to get to 100. But I didn't play again until I didn't start really playing Fortnite again for real until a month and a half ago. That's when I started playing Fortnite again. But that's all my complaints about Chapter 2, Season 1. It wasn't a bad season. Trust me, it was not a bad season. But it was just boring. Now let's move on to Season 3. Season 3. Now, okay, at this point, these are when the seasons are getting better. Like, all the stuff before that are like below average seasons, is my opinion. Now, seasons from here on are like average seasons, and I'll tell y'all like the above average seasons after this. And I'll tell y'all my favorite season. But from here on is like the average seasons, closer to like above average, like, you know what I mean. Now, Season 3 is the first like season in this little tiny old list right here. Now, what I gotta say about Season 3, good battle pass. Not the best battle pass. Like, what other skin would you wear? Like, nobody, like, Dark Voyager was like overhyped. Like, it was started like Dark Voyager looked like the next sweat skin. Like, it was like the next, like, you know, Black Knight, I guess. But it never really turned out that way. And You also got John Wick, or the Reaper, I should say. I don't know why they made another John Wick skin, but also Battle Pass was like, decent Battle Pass. Although only skins that really people wear still is really like Elite Agent and John Wick. And when I say John Wick, I mean the Reaper, season 3 John Wick. And other than that, this is the first season I had like a real storyline going on because the Meteor obviously came. And but other than that though, this one like Fortnite really started to blow up, like for real. Like this started to kind of like get higher and higher season 2, but I feel like season 3, season 4 is like when Fortnite blew up, like for real, for real. But nothing to talk about season 3. Nothing really going on. Just a fun time to play. I liked it. Really nothing to complain, but it's not really nothing to say high about it. It's like, you know what I mean. Like, it's nothing to say good about it, but it's nothing to say bad about it. Alright, now let's move on to our next season. Now, Chapter 2, Season 2, the season that we're currently in. Now, first off, let me talk about the Travis Scott event. My favorite event currently. Although it's kind of it's not really rewatchable, to be honest with you. Like other events are, like the end event, that's rewatchable. But the Travis Scott event, like they kept on making us watch it. I really don't like how they did that. But other than the event, it's a good battle pass. Definitely better than last season battle pass. It's up there with one of my favorite battle passes. It's like the skins that I could rock in the battle pass. Like Brutus and stuff. I like the battle pass. And storyline wise, it has a good story. Obviously the agency and stuff, and everything just going good so far with this season. And I don't really have nothing to complain about it. I mean, I guess. Oh yeah, no, actually no, I do have things to complain about it. Mythic weapons is what make this season so worst. I almost forgot about it, but the mythic guns, they need to remove it. They just need to remove the mythic weapons, and I swear this season will be way better. Henchmen could get removed too, but they really need to remove the mythic weapons. Like, that's number one thing that I want them to remove. Like, that's probably one of my least favorite things that they added to the game. Like, one of my least favorites. I don't know, like, they're up there with the mechs and Blade, like the sword and stuff. They're up there. But other than that, though, it's not really nothing wrong with the season. It's not really a bad season. I wish they had patch notes back. I mean, they did add it back for creators and stuff, but still need them to have patch notes back. I wish they can, but I don't know if they ever will. But alright, but no, nothing going on yet. Waiting for the next event. Alright, so now let's go to season 2. Now, season 2, I liked it more. Like, that's when I really started playing Fortnite for real, and like, it's just fun time to play. I look at my old footage, I was having fun. Like, back in the day, like, that's when Fortnite, like, you don't have to worry about sweats. If you die, you don't rage or nothing. Like, everybody's like, oh man and stuff, but no raging for real. It was just fun to play. But I like the Battle Pass a lot. I wish I could got Black Knight and stuff, but in general, I like the Battle Pass. I guess, like, the only skin I don't like out the Battle Pass was a tier 1 skin. I think it's called, like, the Royal Knight or something. But other than that, the Battle Pass was pretty solid. I think this season I added emotes as well. I don't know for sure. And, like, just good in general. I loved it. Nothing bad to complain. Not too much high notes. Obviously, it was, like, when they started really building. So, obviously, it wasn't, like, a lot of stuff going on. And, yeah, just a solid season. Now, after this point, here goes these are my opinions of the above. Like, a little bit more going higher. Going a little bit more higher. Now, season 8. What do I have to say about season 8? Season 8 is one of the most boring seasons. That's the first thing I could say. It's not like Chapter 2 boring. Chapter 2 boring, like, Chapter 2 Season 1 is, like, the most boring season by far. But Season 8 was pretty, like, it's probably the most boring season out of all, like, the Chapter 1 seasons. And it's just super, like, it was the only thing that's carrying the season. Oh, yeah. Another thing to say, this is my least favorite battle pass. This is my least favorite battle pass, like, ever. I don't like season 8 battle pass, and it's also not including season 8 is one of the only seasons I did not get to 100. Only other seasons I didn't get to 100 is technically season 2, but all the other seasons I got at least to tier 100. And this only season I didn't get to tier 100, so that's another thing that happened to me. I did like the volcano event. Like, this season will actually use nothing. Like, I like the season. I feel like season 8 is underrated because I actually liked it. I don't mind that it was boring because if I could play season 8 again, I would. I actually like season 8. Had a great event, the unvaulting event. They did add drum guns back, but they unvaulted it and added it back again. I don't know why. Fortnite just acted stupid, or Epic Games, I should say. And I don't know what to say else about it. It was a good season. Like, really nothing was going on. That's why it's not higher. But I feel like this season right here is like probably like the most like it's a higher version of the middle of the list. But it was like, it was a pretty good season and I liked it. Alright, now let's go to season 9. Now, vaulting pump shotguns was the worst thing of the season. Love pumps, still my favorite weapon. Well, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm trying to grow on attacks. I'm starting to kind of grow on attacks, but I still like. But I still like the pump more, and they removed pumps this season. Unfortunately, I had to survive off the combat. But other than that, the map changes were wonderful. Oh yeah, another thing about season 8 I forgot. They did remove tilted. That was a bad note. That was that's probably like the worst thing they did that season. Was remove tilted towers. And retail and stuff as well. But they really didn't remove retail because they added something better. I don't know if y'all like, in my opinion, I like Mega Mall way more than retail row. Way more actually. Like retail row, it's like a below average place to me. Like I really don't like landing retail row. I could land there. It got good loot, but retail row not one of the places I'll land. But Mega Mall is a place that I will land. I love Mega Mall. If you say something different, you could catch me outside. How about that? But now let's talk about Neo Tilted. Obviously not as good as regular Tilted, but I feel like it's underrated. People always be hating it. I think people hate it because it removed Tilted. But I bet you if Neo Tilted came first before Tilted and then they removed Neo Tilted and added regular Tilted, like current day Tilted, then I bet you people have been mad about that too. So but Neo Tilted again, pretty feel like it's underrated. People just hate on it because it removed OG Tilted, but still, season 9. Oh yeah, battle pass. It had a super good. I like the battle pass. Like I feel like tier 100 wasn't that good of a skin, but I like all the other skins, like those skins that you could probably rock, and you know what I mean. Like I don't really hate none of the skins in the battle pass, to be absolutely honest with you. Had a pretty good battle pass, and nothing to complain about again. Also had the World Cup. But I guess the worst thing about season 9 was just removing a pump, in my opinion. I guess some people might say tilted towers. My opinion, I did care, oh man, tilted going, but I feel like Neo Tilted had more loot than tilted towers, and I feel like Neo Tilted, that was one of my spots to land. Probably one of my favorite spots to land this season, so I really didn't hate Neo Tilted. Obviously, I like regular Tilted more, but it's not by a lot. Might be unpopular opinion, but whatever. I don't care what y'all say. Now here goes my favorite seasons. Now these seasons I will replay any day of my life. I'll be like, alright, if I go back to these seasons, I will go back to them. Now season 4. What do I have to say about season 4? First off, the first event happened. Unfortunately, I missed it. Dang it. I'm so sad. I missed the season 4 event. Oh my god, I was so bad when I missed the rocket event. But season 4 had one of, I don't think it had the best battle pass, but just gameplay wise, that's what makes season 4 this high on the list. I feel like that's when Fortnite blew up. Obviously, Dusty Divot. I like Dusty Divot more than Dusty Depot. Had way more loot. season 4 Dusty Divot wasn't the best Dusty Divot. I think like the best Dusty Divot was like season like 10 Dusty Divot and stuff, or season 9 Dusty Divot, like when it had all the trees and stuff. But still, Dusty Divot was one of my favorite spots. Like I low key was messing with Dusty Divot. Again with the battle pass, not one of the best battle passes, and again, like I don't, what's bad? What was bad that season? Nothing. I think this is the only season that I really had nothing to complain about. Like, I don't think it, at least I don't think it had nothing to complain about. I'm trying to think. I can't think of nothing to complain about. I just loved it. I don't know if you guys loved it. It's probably, like, this is one of the best seasons. Like, a lot of people rank season 4 this high for a lot of reasons. Oh, yeah, Cube Rocks as well. That was a good thing to add to the game. And or Pop Rocks, not Cube Rocks, Pop Rocks as well. But alright, now here goes the final two. Now let me tell y'all this. Season 5, ooh-wee. To be honest, these two seasons could be tied for me, to be honest. I love them both equally. But I'm going to put season 5 here. Now, season 5, this is probably the most that I ever played, season 5, because I think that was like summertime. Like, that's the first time people was playing during summer, and it was actually pretty lit. You know, we're having fun, beach themed, or not really beach themed. I guess chapter 2 season 1 was beach themed, but desert themed, I guess. It was lit. Also my favorite battle pass. I think either that, yeah, I think it was my favorite battle pass ever. And also had the cube come. I liked how the cube was moving around the island. The event wasn't the best. I liked that cube event less than the season 6 cube event at the end of the season, because like it was super lit though at the time, because that was my first ever real event. So like, you know, I was like so happy about it at the time. But after, like, you know, like when you rewatch it though, really nothing happened. Like all it did was turn Loop Lake to bouncy lake, or whatever you want to call it. But this season was like, really was just a fun time to play. If I could go back to any season, I know I say this a lot, but I think this is the season that I'll go back to. I love this season deep in my heart. Like, I swear, like, if I could go back to the season, Fortnite could just go back to the ways they was doing in season 5, that's the time I want them to do it. Now, let's move on to the final season. I don't know if y'all was expecting this to be first place, but it's season 7. I know, you don't have to hate on me. Season 7 is my favorite season. To be honest, it's really tied with season 5, but if I had to say what season was better, it's season 7. Now, season 7 is not, will be a season I want to go back. Like, it will be a season I want to go back to. Like, I would love to play again in season 7. I think that was like the first season that really sweats became a thing. And it's like the first season I started, like, you know, getting a little bit better. And I feel like that's the season, like, you know, when everybody was developing and like the game started, like, you know, getting a little bit more, like, a little bit more ragey at the same time. But this one, the game was getting a little bit more fun to play. Now, this was my favorite time to play. I'm not saying I'm gonna go back to that time. This was my favorite time to play though, because I had the most friends I played with this season. Have the most best memories of this season. This the only real reason why it's at my top of my list. Now, season 7 battle pass, I feel like it's kind of underrated. I like the season 7 battle pass. It's not the best battle pass, but I liked it, in my personal opinion. I'm not saying it was the best battle pass, but it's definitely, like, you know, one of the best battle passes ever. Probably like number 3. I might do a battle pass ranking as well. I'll think about that in the future though. But I just had the most best memories with friends. Like, if y'all go back to my season 7 streams, you know that I was just having a fun time. And I just want to thank everybody that was watching me back in season 7, because y'all know that I was so super duper lit in season 7. Like, it's like I was kind of raging. Like, again, like, it might be a couple complaints, like the sword, or the whatever it's called, but that was barely in the game. And planes, I don't know why people hated on planes. I never really, like, I don't know what was so bad about them. I don't know what's so bad about the planes. Like, I really found nothing bad about the planes, in my opinion. Not, it wasn't a problem for me, but I feel like this was just a perfect season. Really, not perfect. But, like, only complaint was the blade, in my opinion. But the blade was even not bad for me either, or the affinity store, whatever y'all want to call it. And I think I also had the best like limited time game modes. I think it was like the 14 Days of Winter or something that season. Not chapter 2 14 Days of Winter. I'm talking about season 7 14 Days of Winter. Like, it was lit. It was lit. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Now, if y'all want me to just put the seasons again in my personal ranking, just to summarize the video. Now, season 10, season 1, season 6, chapter 2, season 1. Then it's then it's regular season 1. Then it's season 3. Then it's chapter 2, season 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's season 2. Then it's season 8. Then it's season 9. Then it's season 4. Then it's season 5. And then it's season 7. Now, I kind of stretched out this video. I know probably not everybody's finna be watching it like that, but whatever. This is the far my longest video. Next time, if I do a list ranking, I'll try to make it shorter. But again, it's my first time doing this, so I don't know. But alright, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and trying to go back to daily. But again, like I said with last video, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing daily or not. Try my best, but still hard to get content. And also one more thing, guys, leave a comment down below if y'all want me to do like some type of music, because I like music, so I think I might do some type of music video, like with rap or something. I don't know, something though. But alright, guys, talk to y'all tomorrow in the next video, and peace out. Alright, guys, I want to thank y'all for making it all the way to the end of this video. Now, I am super sorry for this video being super duper bad. Now, this video is horrible. I don't know why I'm posting it, but I'm sorry. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, but it's just my opinion. There's some stuff that I left out, like the freaking some events I left out. I just realized after I done that. But I'm just gonna post it. I'm super sorry for it being trash. Hope y'all enjoyed it though, and yeah, but better video definitely coming tomorrow. Love y'all and peace out.